Hey guys, it's Matt here. It is Friday, July 24th. Um, last the last recap video I did was Monday of this week, so just kind of wanted to take a couple days off of making a video, and mostly because I don't know how helpful the daily recaps are, because I'm not at the point where I'm recording live trading, um, and so we're just looking at 1 minute charts, and a lot of times I'm in and out in less than a minute, so you're not really seeing what I'm seeing anyway with the trade. So I don't really feel like I'm showing you anything that's that helpful, uh, at least on most of the trades. Some trades, it's like, okay, I can see what you did there, maybe. But anyway, and I just kind of needed a little break because I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing anyway. So we'll talk through that in a minute here. So I kind of just want to recap the week. So this is my journal on Tradervue. And so Monday was a pretty good day. I was up $70, two good trades there. Um, Although I realized at the end of the day that it's $25 per locate for shorts, and actually forgotten about that or not realized it. And so fees were crushing me both last Friday and Monday when I had borrowed had located some borrows for shorts. That $70 was basically break even after fees because of commissions, and then the locates. It was, I don't know if it was basically break even, but it was like $20 or something, which is not 70, right? So then I basically set a rule of, okay, I'm not gonna locate shorts, but if something's shortable automatically, kind of organically shortable in CMEG, then I'll look at it for shorts. So Tuesday ended up $39 on MTP, and actually just as I was journaling, OMI, it was toward the end of the day, I think. Oh no, it was just later in the morning. Um, Pushed back up to a level where I was like, okay, I think I can short this, and I did. Got in at 1475 and out at 1451, and basically there was a level there. Actually, let's see if we can take a look at this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find OMI on Tuesday. Let's go here. I don't think this will go back far enough. Yeah, I don't. Never mind. I don't really feel like messing with it. It's not that important. Um, it did a little pop up to what was previously a resistance point, and I shorted it for 19 cents or 24 cents or whatever that is. Um, and then Wednesday, I didn't take any trades. I sat the whole morning, but just didn't like anything that I saw. Uh, there was just nothing convincing. Thursday was similar, except I traded. So so missed is one. It's actually before this day was one of my biggest losses. In fact, I think it's like my second or third biggest loss is from back in June when I first got the CMEG account, and I took like this pullback dip trade thing, and I just got housed. So over the first couple trades here in the morning, I was basically break even. You can see I lost 10 and then made 8, made 12. This is all with 100 share position size. And then later I lost 32 and lost 44 with 200 shares. Actually, this one might be, let's look at that. Yeah, see, that's one thing that I don't like about Tradervue is it's counting this as three, what do you call it? Three transactions, but it was really only one. I only sold once. But because of the way it got filled, it counts it as executions rather. So 3 executions. So, man, when I look at that, I wonder if that's going to mess with. I'll get to that in a second. When I look at my weekly stats, I want to see how many executions I did because that's how that affects the commissions I'll pay. And in DAS, it's only one execution, even though it filled like 3 different times. Um, so I want to see if there's a discrepancy there. But anyway, yeah, so I was down 66 at the end of the day. I just really was kind of frustrated there. Mist was a grindy thing, and it was pretty heavily manipulated. It looked like. I mean, there was a lot of stop hunts in either directions, and you could tell somebody was just messing around and kind of trying to trap both longs and shorts. It seemed like it was just an ugly stock, and I probably should have just sat on my hands just like I did Wednesday. Um, Today was a little better. Ended up 47.38. So ABUS, this is one I want to take a look at. I want to take a look at today's trades. What am I doing here? So this one was easy to borrow right out of the gates, or not easy to borrow, but just it was shortable organically. So you can see after the first couple minutes here, it pushed right back up. This line was a pre-market high. See that? So I got short there at pre-market high, which was around 8. I think my entry was actually 880. And then it dipped down here on the next candle and got out at 862. So it was a nice little scalp trade. As it pushed back up here, I thought, you know what? This is probably the one, but I was up like 22 bucks. I didn't really want to take a loss, and I hesitated. And in hindsight, I just want to kick myself. Because what I was thinking here is that, if it pushes up past here, it might be good for a long over pre-market highs and, buying pullbacks. And I just didn't want to, take an entry here and then have to take the loss and then flip bias. So I didn't enter. And you can see what the rest of the day looked like. So that would have been pretty cool as an entry. Yeah, I probably would have taken half off pretty early, but then let the rest ride or something if I would have had enough shares. And then so I kind of Ikimo'd here. So in case you don't know, Ikimo is I know I missed out because I know I didn't take this trade. People call it FOMO, but it's not fear of missing out if you know you missed out, right? So I know that I wanted to get in here and didn't, and then this all happened. So I call that Ikimo. So then when it pushed up here to the moving average, I thought this might be a good place to get in. So I got short again at 785, and then I took a loss over 8. I was kind of using 8 as my stop there, which again in hindsight this trade would have worked out had I held it. So if I'd been more patient and not tried to use the moving average as an entry and instead maybe VWAP or something, I probably could have got away with something here. But I don't know, maybe if I even, if 8 was my entry, I don't know if I would have held it up here to the high of 815 or the 827 actually high. So anyway, that was a little frustrating because I gave some back here, and short was the right idea. Shorting all of the little runs was the right move. I just didn't have the right timing there. I got a little antsy and didn't wait for the right play. So the other play was ENT. And there was a good thing about this one. Where's my trade? Oh, there it is. So this had made a nice run up here and pulled back to the moving average below VWAP here and down to the 9 moving average. But I got in here at $6 thinking that would be a good support play. And then I kind of fat fingered this. So I was using my hotkeys here because my hotkeys are set up for the long bias. So when I short, I'm really using the montage and the order window down here. But with hotkeys or with long plays, I'm still using hotkeys. So anyway, I got in 200 shares at $6. Then I went to sell half, but I hit the wrong hotkey, and I actually bought 50 shares at $6.17, which kind of screwed up my average from down here at 6, right? It really didn't make that big of a dent. In my head, I was like, oh shit, now I bought way up here. But I wasn't thinking that it was 200 shares versus 50 shares. So my average really only went up to like 603 or something, I think, if you do the math. But so then I kind of fumbled around a little bit because I got a little nervous, like kind of confused myself, like shit, now what's the right hotkey? I still want to get out half and then get out half again. So you can see I sold here at 615. How much did I sell there? Yeah, 125 shares. So that was my first half exit. And then I sold half again at 626. And at this point, really, that was a dumb move because I'm just adding commissions to this trade at that point, right? I should have just gotten the hell out because I got out at 626 for 62 shares and then 627 at 63 shares. So it was really kind of stupid to do that. I should have just exited the whole thing, but it had some good momentum, and really, I either should have exited the whole thing or actually waited until we got this nice push here. But it was pulling back here a little bit, and I think I just got nervous. I'm not used to holding stuff like that. I'm usually in and out in a few seconds. So overall, still a good trade, right? Um, so overall, it was a $43 winner. And really, the big thing was that I took enough shares. I'm working on increasing my share size because I think I'm profitable enough ish to do that, and I need more share size to outrun commissions. Um, so let's just look at the week average actually here. So you can see my week was winners on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday's gone because I didn't take any trades. Thursday was a loss. Friday was a winner. So I ended up $90.38 before commissions, right? And this is where the executions thing gets in. But this is actually the number I needed. So cool. So it counts total number of trades, so I can basically estimate my commissions off of that because the prop reports for my account won't populate until tomorrow. But you can see, so my average winner was 24.55, my average loser is 26.50, and my win rate is 66. So honestly, that works out. Those numbers check out, right? Like slightly profitable. I'm profitable. I'm up 6 cents per share on average, right? So good deal. Largest gain, largest loss were similar. Um, Holding my winners a little longer, especially some of the shorts, I think, over the week, um, and getting out of my losers early. So that's actually kind of nice. I like that. Um, yeah, so I'm pretty happy with these stats actually over the week. Um, Obviously, Thursday could have been better, but we'll work on that. We'll work on being more patient. Wednesday actually was a great day. I sat here and didn't trade a damn thing because there wasn't a damn thing worth trading, and that's actually a really good thing. And again, then Thursday, I was just so hungry for it that even though Mist was kind of a turd, I ended up trading it. And then when I got to the point where I was like break even, roughly, but then commissions were low, I was like, man, I really need a good winner here. And that's as soon as you start thinking that, you should just close the damn platform and walk away and do something else. But I didn't. I hung around, and then I took bigger losses, which is exactly what happens. So most of my trades are in and out one time here. So, one entry, one exit. So you're talking about 24 executions. So commissions. Yeah, that's that's some serious commissionage right there, right? I mean, we're talking 60, $70 probably in commissions. So with this being the total gain, I'm almost at break even probably for the week with commissions in the CMEG account. So yeah, that hurts. Yeah, it's probably $72. It's probably more like $75 for commissions. So we're talking, being up $15 at the end of the week. So that's tough. I mean, that's the way it goes with these with the CMEG accounts. But you got to kind of just make sure your size is big enough to outrun those commissions in the beginning. Um, and of course, I mean, you've got to be profitable first, right? So more on that. I mean, again, if I had all 200 shares or 300 share position sizes, this number would be a lot bigger, and this number would stay roughly the same, right? So, the things would start to skew in your favor even more. Obviously, the more size you trade, up until 1,000 shares with CMEG, the more size you trade in these hundreds, um, you know, hey buddy, that's my cat. He wants me to just size up and be a man about it. But yeah, so as you work up through the hundreds of share sizes here, the commissions become less of a percentage of your profit. So um, anyway, that's probably enough of that. So any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll be back at this Monday.